All right, welcome everyone to another episode, another week, another set of games for Valhalla Esports, Season 4, Week 3. I'm Blitzkrieg Pyro, I'll be your productor for today, and I'm joined by Malco and SKT Cudley. How are you guys doing?
Yes, sirs. Doing great. And how about you, Cuddly?
I'm doing amazing, bro. Like it's gonna be a crazy day today for sure.
Honestly, I believe if you guys caught the seer maybe about a little under an hour ago, you probably see that this is actually a really good matchup to be casting tonight, as we do have, this is probably the most evenly voted matchup. I believe it was more of like a 53-47 in favor of FF15. So very, very close to a 50-50 shot of who was actually going to win these particular matchups. So I think this is the perfect one to be able to cast. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm expecting 3 games out of tonight.
Ooh, okay. On whose side though?
I can't give a definite. These teams are actually the ones that I'm expecting to be extremely even.
Like,
Um,
who's taking first? Who's taking the second game, and then we'll just see what happens with the third, right?
right. It's just well, if we're going by that logic, then it's gonna be Kraken Slayers definitely taking game 2 because they have this affinity for winning game 2s. But before we get into that whole myth of legend in Valhalla Esports, let's go ahead and call off the 2 teams. On the left, you do have FF at 15, with the top lane being away from his boy band HYG Smoothie, jungle being the Salt, mid Vintage, ADC Cobra Panda, sup being KB Jelly. And on the Kraken Slayer side, we have top lane Hailstrom, jungle tack, alley mid, Astros, ADC Critter, and support being Killer Kumquat. Both of these teams, primarily Kraken Slayers, being very, very similar to other teams from previous seasons. But Kraken Slayers has been very consistent, I would say, as how in the members that they keep and also in performance. But they've actually improved over at least the last 2 seasons that I've been casting their games. What do you think about these 2 matchups here, Cuddly? I'm personally looking up towards that top lane. That's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah. I've seen both Smoothie and Hailstorm play, and they're actually very good players. So that's gonna be really interesting to watch. Uh, Critter I met the other day, and he's actually really good. I don't. Well, the only other person I know on these teams is Jelly, because we always watch Jelly in the general chat. So he's just the lab of the skies, the recon guy. So he's always fun to watch. And it's different. I don't usually see him in a support role. So
KB's really fun. In general as a person, and so I think he's probably considerably one of the more known players in the league, and this is probably going to be the fun one because you're going to see every single time it's just going to be poppy ban, poppy ban, poppy ban. If Kraken Slayers wants to have a fun game 1 and guarantee their win for the next game in game 2, they're probably going to
Bam
let the poppy
Poppy.
through. No, they're actually going to let the poppy through just to give FF15 the chance to immediately win it, because KB, that's just his thing. It's like Deity when they ban his Swain a lot. That's the same thing with KB on his Poppy. You're just gonna see it banned every time.
Yep.
Now, if anything, if there's nothing left to be said, it looks like that the 2 teams have already gotten themselves immediately into the draft. So we already got the picks and bans that right here and started. As we see on blue side is going to be Kraken Slayers, aka Crackalacken, with the FF at 15 going by the first part of their name, FFS, and they're immediately getting into these bands, as we see the first band being the Lilia, second band being the Yasuo, third band being the MF, and now to see the fourth bands coming up. I already like some of these bands, as these are some pretty interesting champions to ban. And when you see the other Wind brother being banned out, Yon, this is actually kind of expected from both of these teams. Just it doesn't even seem like they're just banning out specific players. It's more like they're just banning out some really strong picks that both teams can actually pick up. And immediately, that's the first real target ban that I notice is gonna be that Urgot going towards that top side, as no one wants to see Hailstrom having that extremely strong weak side solo laner. But instead, Crackalacken gonna respond by picking up this immediate picker ban champion in the Volibear.
Yeah, exactly.
I personally like what we're seeing here in the sense of response. Morgana being able to be given is either going to be going to the support or to mid lane to the Ventage. Ventage, primarily known for that Morgana. It's a really big pocket pick for him. I'm surprised actually that he doesn't get the Xerath here, but they might be looking to pick that up in their second pick, but they don't want to just blind their mid laner straight up. So, yep. And then the Maokai, another flex pick. This is actually really good for FF15. They have now the ability to flex in the 3 different roles here between 2 different champions. So I really like that. I really like that they keep it open for potentially Ventage, who generally when he shows up big for that side. They're gonna see if they can flex a pick towards him and see if they can sniff out what the mid lane's gonna be for Kraken Slayers. And I think we do see what potentially is going to be here as the Galio is picked up. The likelihood of it going to the support role, I'm not entirely sure, but it definitely can go there. But the mid lane role being the more likely pick. So now we see the Jinx picked up as well for the ADC.
That's
So
a
at
good
that
pick.
point, yeah, I don't think that means that we're going to see a Galio support in this game. So I'm thinking right now, Ventage is safe to for FF15. They're safe to pick a mid laner and be able to pivot their bans elsewhere. Because I believe that Volibear is going into the jungle.
Jinx is like really good right now, so
Definitely agreed. And then to respond with another type of scaling ADC, it's looking like we're going to see the Senna going towards somewhere in the bot lane. I doubt it's going to be a fasting Senna. I think this is going to be a straight up support Senna. So I think we're going to see that Morgana in the mid lane.
Garen ban, okay.
That's another pocket for Hailstrom that he's very comfortable on. So that's another target
Olaf.
ban for that top side.
Got an Olaf ban.
They didn't, yeah, it makes sense, Olaf, because top lane and jungle hasn't been particularly picked here yet, and Olaf can go in either
And
one of those.
Morty.
That's another pin. Yeah, they really want to make sure that that top
Ooh,
side is not able to
everybody's
do
just
any.
like, nope, no top laners allowed.
What are they gonna pick up there for Hailstrom then at this point? That's pretty
Ooh,
interesting.
bye jungle.
Me
I
Mundo.
dig it. Yeah, Mundo, yeah. That would be really good for Hailstorm.
Urgot down. I like seeing that.
I think Urgot's really good early game because he could just bully people out of lane. There's no way.
Vladimir being picked up. Okay, so the
that
Galio is.
okay?
I can't see that being a top lane Val. There's no way top lane Vlad.
I mean, we just have to wait and see, right?
Is there something
What?
that Hailstrom's like telling us that we
Orin?
don't know? Okay, so yep, that's a support Galio. So are they
Oh
gonna pivot
man.
pivot that? Is that gonna be a top lane Maokai with a mid lane Morgana?
Maybe.
Nope, it's
Nope.
actually jungle Maokai with top lane Gwen.
And
Mid lane
then
Oh no, wait, no. Support it's Senna Maokai bot lane.
yeah. So it's ADC Senna.
Okay.
So
I'm
the
not completely against it, but
just a lot of poke. More
yeah.
more poke bot lane for them.
I think there's gonna be a lot of skirmishing going on in that bot side. Jinx
Vladdy
might have
Daddy? Really? I
alrighty,
I
guys.
it's been a while since I've seen a Vladdy Daddy.
This is the draft. This is what you're looking at. So if I'm calling it correctly, I'm gonna say that this is how the draft is going. We are seeing Ornn top for Kraken Slayers is going to be Ornn top lane, Jungle Volibear, mid lane Vladimir, ADC Jinx support Galio, and for FF15, it looks like we are seeing top lane Gwen, Jungle Vi, mid lane Morgana, Senna ADC with a Maokai support. I think that's what we're getting here. So now that you guys see the comps, what are you guys thinking?
I'm thinking Kraken Slayer is gonna take the first game. They just I feel like they have way more engaged than FF15. They got the Galio. Oh, they have the turret diving from Volibear. They have the knock-up from Orin. They have the AoE burst from Vladimir, and then they have the poke from Jinx.
Well,
So
we have our prediction up right now, so make sure you put your points where your
Yeah.
belief
I'm
is.
well
And
right
the
now. All the
odds are
points are
incredibly
in.
good. Yep, odds are incredibly good for FF15.
So here's my thing. This is what I like to always say when it comes to like I think I just have a personal rule in my head now, and it's kind of helped me like win more of my like games in general. It's like, so how much CC do we have? Do we also have the ability to counter as much CC as we have? And when you look at Kraken Slayers, it's that the engage that can come from the side of FF15, like when you look at it, like Ornn and Maokai, they match it, but Ornn also can act as an immediate disengage because the major big engage that really the side of FF15 that they have is that point and click with Vi. And she goes in, but there's really no getting out once she's back there. So
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be very difficult with this particular comp for FF15 to not only engage into them, but to also find a way to get out alive afterwards. At least one or two. If they're winning fights, I wouldn't be surprised that if they do get an ace, at least 3 people get taken out on their side at the same time. Just by the way that their comp works, it's gonna be a lot of going, and their disengage is not gonna be very easy. If they get engaged on, they actually are gonna have some issues. But this is definitely going to be this is probably going to be one of the more, I'm telling you right now, I think this is going to be this week. I think this is probably going to be one of the more insane series that we're going to see over like since like the beginning of this particular season. And this is only week 3. So, but this is just like one of the more even matchups in comparison over the last couple weeks that at least I've been able to see in cast. So I'm excited. It's always a fun time to watch a Kraken Slayers game. I think personally they're probably one of my favorite teams to watch. But this is the comp that they picked is actually like, now that I see it all rounded out fully, it looks insane.
Yeah, definitely. This is gonna be crazy.
And with the quick shout out, with 1 minute left before we get right into this game, thanks to the spectator delay, we want to also call out that you guys should remember considering to use your Prime subs and your regular subs even here at Valhalla Esports. It would help support the league in any way possible that you can. It's a small little $5 donation, but not only does it support the league and everything here, you get your, don't get to have to deal with those ad breaks and guarantee yourself 30 days of love here with Valhalla Esports at the very least. So, we have plenty of people who sub all the time. Go ahead, you might as well do it too. Honestly, that's the worst part. Yeah, I always do this. Like I always bet against myself. Is it messed up? Yes, but hey, man, I need my channel points back. There's too many times where I've decided to just go all in and immediately just lose like 10K, and I'm just like, all right, this ain't right. I want to put a little faith. I want to put a little tiny bit of faith into FF15. Let's just put it that way. Like I want to give that little
A
bit of,
chance.
give them that chance. Let them know that not everybody's completely against them. It's not like I said, it's just that they have a difficult comp to work with, what at least of what they're going up against. That's all it is. But it doesn't mean that they can't make it work. And I really think it's going to come down to how well the bot lanes play and then how the top lane goes. Because if Smoothie can start to get extremely fed on this Gwen, it's going to become extremely difficult when she's just able to just go into the back line and then just jump on everybody.
Yeah.
Hailstrom, I didn't gamble. No, why would you? You're going to gamble against yourself? I mean, we'll see if I lose my points. I don't have complete bad faith. Like I said, it's gonna be very interesting to see how these two teams play against one another.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Up the stream volume real quick.
Yep, gotta bump that up.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I'm personally ready. I'm personally ready for a banger. I hope everyone else in the stream is ready for it too. This definitely
Game
is
1
a
on
fun-
Summoner's Rift, guys. Kraken Slayers versus FF15. Let's do this.
um Hailstrom's over here saying this is definitely not a pause coming. Like don't mess with us like that, man.
Minions have spawned.
We you can't just spoil it for us like this.
Pause. Wait.
Who forgot their energy drink? Who forgot their water? Oh, he wasn't playing.
Oh. Hey, yo.
We're stream sniping. Aight.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Hold up. Wait a second. Why?
Did
All right.
somebody not connect?
So
No, everybody
the stream
connected.
must be at least 3 minutes long then, because we have a 3 minute delay. So might have a good little break
Kick
here.
back, relax,
Make
enjoy
yourself
the
a
show.
beverage, get some popcorn,
Uh,
settle in.
I got my iced tea already, so.
Hellstrom, what's the beverage of choice tonight?
I was
Always
about to
gotta
make
ask.
a bourbon and coke myself.
Oh, one of those nights. Okay.
Oh, it's an H2O night. He says, okay. Respect.
Water.
I respect it. Some serious games. You gotta be all up there, you know.
He's a water boy today. Okay.
That's perfectly fine. You gotta be.
Water sucks. It really, really sucks.
I knew Blitz was gonna do it. That's why I said that.
Got work tomorrow. Yep.
Gatorade.
Oh yeah, today's Sunday. Gotta remember that.
Yep, today is Sunday. Sunday fun day.
I've been mostly casting VODs as of late, so it's just been like my days of like remembering what days is actually what has been just kind of crazy. Gonna need a drink after that one, KB. Definitely. I'm ready for a fun time. This is the type of
Wait.
games that we're waiting for. But this has been almost 2 minute pause already. Whoa.
So Senna went the support item, and Maokai has the Doran's ring.
So it's gonna be fasting Senna then. That's always
Yeah.
interesting.
It's people unfamiliar with the rules of our league. So in general, there's the 30-minute pause timer that you can do in a custom game, but neither team can pause for more than 10 minutes in a single matchup. If it does reach 10 minutes, they will be forced to resume the matchup, even down a player, whoever may be experiencing technical issues or whatever else is happening. So we promise we will get back to the gameplay. Just have to wait a few more minutes, sounds like.
I just love the fact that Kraken Slayer picked so many good picks into this.
That's why that's the main reason why I was a little bit worried as what was going to be going on with FF15, because it just the way that the comps work in between one another, it just seems like Kraken Slayers is not only ready to fight, but they're also ready to be able to nullify anything that's going to be going on. So it's going to be very, very dependent upon the individual performances on the side of FF15 and how well they do into this.
Like a tanky volley and Orin coming at you. That's kind of scary.
It's you got plenty of, and then you have the Galio who can then stay behind as a pseudo tank to be able to peel for the Jinx at any point. So Vi has no real way of really getting back there.
FF15 though is undefeated, I believe, and they do have the power of brotherly love on their team.
Sometimes that's all you need is a little brotherly love.
Just some family.
The Dom Toretto logic.
Nothing stronger than family.
Listen, if family ends up winning it here, that means we're probably, like I said, I think if FF15 wins it here, we're probably ended up going to a game 3. I promise you, it's probably gonna end up being a game 3.
FF15 stands for family friendly. See?
See
Now
it?
their name is better.
Oh, look at this. Play will resume momentarily. Drumroll. Probably getting it, but like, oh, there we go.
Hey, there we go.
Yay! We're in the game.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this.
Honestly, like I said, I've been really excited to finally be able to get to cast a live game once again after like I think the first week I couldn't, then the second week I was able to, third week, grateful to be back. But this is already looking like pretty good starts from both teams, being very safe. They did basic 5-point and then immediately each side started. Oh, okay. I got a little scared there for a moment, but spectator just having its expected freeze for a moment and not being one of those crazy ones that we've been experiencing as of late. A little skirmishing going on the top side, and what I expected here is a little bullying back and forth between the two ADCs. Senna really trying to get those stacks early. Not much is really happening too much. Bot lane hits level 2, immediately engages onto it, having to flash away from the snare traps, going in, immediately grasping root, pushes Critter away instead of going to be able to push them into them. That could have been a potential kill right there. They would have dropped the ignite and get a little, or they could have even gotten a little bit more out of the Jinx. Able to get the ghost from her, but not going to be enough to be able to get that kill. KB Jelly trying to posture himself to be able to go in on this Jinx once again. I think actually on this engage, if possible, played right. Actually, the 2v2 is actually won by the side of FF15.
Yeah. They did more damage, and if Jelly actually hit Jinx towards Senna, that would have been first blood.
Yeah, and that's what I was honestly expecting that what was KB trying to do. Didn't work out, but I mean, you can definitely make it happen again. All right, like, see, you're getting this damage down, but definitely want to. I don't think they want to try to fight it right now. We'll see. Game's generally quiet right now. Bentage and Astros having a little bit of fight in there.
Now has a level over in right now.
Hailstrom is expected to play the weak side. That's kind of how he plays it.
CS. Just a little bit.
Then again, KB is not he's playing the farming lane, so he actually has to kind of focus on the farming, so he can't just immediately always engage whenever he wants to. So I guess it's actually pretty interesting that we don't see more active engages coming out of the Maokai here, but they do have the bot side of Kraken Slayers pushed in now, so
Snare.
yeah, if the salt was there, potential dive. The Jinx sitting at just over 2/3 health. Very interesting to see here that both, like I said, both these teams even in the matchup, and it was very even in the pick'ems who was going to win. So we should expect a very even game, and so far so good. All
wearing up top.
Not gonna lead to anything though, at least according to directed camera. Instead, we do have a gank going on in the mid lane. The salt dropping a little bit of damage as a warning shot to Vladimir, saying like, "Hey, I'm here. Stop messing with my mid laner. Let him farm."
Let back up, bro.
I mean, it's actually still pretty even though. Look at both of the teams. I mean, yeah, there's a slight discrepancy up in the top side with Smoothie being ahead of Hailstrom, with that CS lead slightly. But aside from that, and then the bot side with the two differences between the Maokai and the Jinx, it's not too. There's really not that. It's not really a big difference. So I think right now, Kraken Slayers has nothing to really worry about as they're able to keep themselves up.
So I'm looking at this, and I think it might be support Senna, and then AP Maokai. Because Senna only has one CS right now.
I believe you're correct, but I'm wondering if they're looking to go AP like with the Maokai, or they're gonna end up just going towards that tanky route, which I feel like will make more sense for Maokai in this current iteration.
Yeah. Because they don't exactly have a front line on their team.
and they would kind of need it in the Maokai at this point. So it makes sense that I would hope that KB is thinking to go towards that tanky side. Right now, the Salt is actually about to gank into this bot lane, but I think they saw him on a ward, and instead of waiting around, they're just gonna go ahead and back here. The Jinx sitting on some gold should be able to at least get was able to actually get the full Noon Quiver there.
Nice.
Perfect timing. I'm interested to see what is going to be the first back here for KB, because I just want to see what route he's going on this Maokai. Because if it's under the tower, he got that tower shot, and
looks like FF's getting the first Drake.
I expect
you
KB
go.
to go the tank build.
Yeah.
I think it's a standard top build is to go the Dorn's Ring still though.
I mean, it gives you that little bit of extra AP damage. Oh, going towards the tier. Spectator.
Don't do it to a spectator, please.
Rewind a little bit. This cannot.
Red team has slain the dragon.
I'm telling you, Riot, come on. Oh, I think we're good.
No, it's you can see it's still stuck at 644. Oh,
No, I
There we
think
go,
we
we're
got
back.
it. I think we're back, guys. We're back. Okay. I was about to say not again.
It's just Riot being Riot.
Small indie company, everybody. As Hailstrom engages onto HYG Smoothie, ult being used by both champions here, but Hailstrom still having more health. The first blood able to crack him open. Hailstrom able to secure that for his side on Kraken Slayers. That's exactly the little bit of motivation that they needed.
I tell you, man, that Spectral Cowl changes a lot when you get it. Especially when you go against AP champs in, like, the beginning, like, the early game. You just get, like, a little Spectral Cowl and you sit pretty nice.
It really made it's crazy how that just immediately changed the difference. The health pools just turned around, because early on it looked like that Smoothie was able to get a decent amount of damage chunked onto Ornn, but then afterwards Hailstrom just was, again, that magic resist just made all the difference that it needed, and now he was able to take them on the solo dolo up topside. Good fancy feat there by Astros.
We can't count Smoothie out just yet.
Oh no, most definitely not. They put him on this carry and they trust him to do so. His team has a lot of faith in him to be able to do this.
Gank top.
All right. Oh man, this is unfortunate.
Volley's
Tack Alley
sick,
is
so
on
they can
top of
tower dive
him,
him.
able to knock him up, but the Salt is ready to come over the wall. They don't know that the Salt is there, but they're looking to rotate into that Tribush Volley Bear. Tack Alley deciding to disengage back into his own jungle while he does have the Vi and the Gwen. They did see him, so Gwen going back and backing now. Definitely a little too low of health, not wanting to fight that Volley Bear at this moment. Volley Bear still having the ulti ready to be able to do anything. I'm actually surprised that they decided not to just dive the Gwen up there with Volley's ult. All right, ult used in the mid lane. Vantage showing why he likes to use that Morgana. Able to land that snare. Cool used by the Vlad to get out. Ult in. Going in, able to use the shield. Covert, able to take out Astros, missing the rocket that could have potentially been the extra damage done to be able to take out the Vi. But we see FF15 now able to return a nice kill there. But Tack Alley says, you're in my jungle and you're a little too low for me to Salt, and that's a solo kill for Tack Alley in his jungle.
He's feeling good about that.
Both of these teams just going back and forth now. Smoothie showing why he's trying to be this carry, taking a lot of damage. Flash used by Hailstrom to go ahead and get away. The ult used in exchange for the flash of Hailstrom, definitely a good trade-off.
Very, very good. And it's nice because, you know, yeah, Vi helped mid, but then Covert got the damage instead. And got the kill, which is actually really good for bot lane, because now Senna is going to scale a little bit faster because she got her damage, and it looks like she just got her runic compass as well.
Ooh, I like this rotation by Killer to come all the way up here to be able to help. Disengaging on that Vi, spell immune as the spell shield is dropped. Horn called in, not going to land on anything. But the grubs are all secured completely by blue team, and now they're really ahead and engaging. But the Maokai ulti being used there as Attack Alley's trying to jump in, able to take out the Salt. Jinx Rocket coming from downtown. The snipe of the Q from the Morgana, able to take out Astros. Big knockup coming in from Killer Conquat, barely able to live, but not going to live long enough as FF15 is winning this fight. Triple kill for the FF15 mid laner in Vintage as Tack Alley is going on a killing spree. Big fight won there by FF15 as Hailstrom is killed by Gwen up over there in the top side of that fight. Oh man, that's looking big for the side of FF15, even though the gold's still very even and the Void Grubs all secured by the side of Kraken Slayers.
Yeah. Okay, a recap on that fight there. If they had Jinx in that fight, I believe they would have won the turnaround.
The Salt, you're a little too far there. Like, not really able to.
Yeah, he's trying to do things. He's trying to do things. It's okay. Trying to do things, you know. Scare the ADC a little bit, you know.
Yeah, but I do.
Like, hey,
I
I'm here, man. I'm here.
don't forget the jungle. The jungle does still exist.
I might be 0-2 right now, but no, I still do damage. I'm a 5. Yeah, I think that was smart for Jinx to do because they got 2 plates bought, which just gave her like a bunch of money. And I believe Jinx hasn't backed yet.
Not in some time, actually. She's been just kind of left to her own devices with all this fighting going on. That FF15 is able to engage. Tack Alley's in the wrong side, but the slow from the zap of the Jinx is actually going to be able to stop them from furthering on the engage. But Hailstrom has been just knocking away at this turret. It's literally down to the 4th plate, and he's still able to fight HYG Smoothie here. And they're having a little fight as Smoothie's able to use the ulti, trying to go ahead and shred in the Hailstrom. But Hailstrom is getting shredded right now by this Gwen, and Gwen looking to do more. Able to see there was an ultimate called down from Covert Panda, but we do see the Salt here trying to engage on the Killer Kumquat. Let's see if Vintage is able to land this. Justice Punch able to be used to go ahead and get himself away.
Yeah, they really want those kills. They smell the blood. It's like a bunch of Warwicks walking around.
Oh, here we go. Ornhorn called, but Gwen being completely immune. Big, really good there now. No more engaged.
Oh,
they're not trying to get away, but the Jinx is now chasing you down. Wait a second though. Jinx has no way of avoiding this.
No,
now getting caught in between a rock and a hard place. As Covert Panda is now able to help KB Jetty get his first kill of the game. And right now we're seeing Roa, the item of choice for the beginning for KB. I think that's actually a pretty good one. Oh no, Vintage caught between 2 other people now. 1v2 shut down as Vladimir is able to take that kill. And we see the Salt, one more punch and boom. FF15 now starting to return some of the gold into their favor. Only a 500 gold separation here between these 2 teams. And now the Salt 1v2. You're caught between 2 people. No Vault Breaker here trying to slow him down. Now having the E, not able to catch him. Now they do. Goes into his own turret, having to use the ult to get away. Tack Alley going to be able to get away with his life.
Man, this game is crazy. And this is just game 1, guys.
Game 1 picked up out of nowhere. At first it started off really slow, and now we're averaging just under a kill per minute this game. So far as 12 kills between these 2 teams at 14 minutes. This is already looking like it's going to become even more of a bloodbath. Both of these teams want to just engage even more now. See who can push further and be able to make this gold lead really balloon into something more meaningful and open up this game. Especially since we're now starting to transition into that 15 to 20 minute mark, which is usually where the game starts to open. We see that the teams are now converging onto Rift Herald, but Tack Alley not having his team around, gonna be all alone. Now waiting, not gonna be able to get him there. Blast Cone now being able to get them, and they get them off of the Rift Herald, able to start it themselves now for the side of FF15. Oh, Senna, you shouldn't be there. If they're going to take the Rift Herald and stay saying that we're going to try to take the Senna's life, Bentage is going to be able to use the spell shield to get him away. Senna feeling really confident, almost able to take him out. Jinx Rocket going to miss the initial target, but now they actually have to run away from the Senna instead of initial engage, not able to work. FF15 looking really good here, even though now 1.2k gold is sitting on the side of this lead for the side of Kraken Slayer. Now they're just looking to immediately engage onto this Jinx. They don't want to ever let her go. Uses the ult there. Horn called. Gonna be used. Able to land right on the Covert Panda, but we do see the TP from Smoothie. Able to come down onto Hailstrom. It is now a 3v2 because we do see now it's a 3v3 as Astros and Killer Quamqua are able to be here. KB Jelly caught in between two people, gonna try to fight for his life as Covert Panda is able to survive alongside Smoothie. But Astros able to take out with the ulti from the Vladimir, able to take out Cobra Panda, not gonna be able to heal, and now another kill, double for Vladimir there as he's able to take out KB Jelly, the bot lane of FF15 being dropped now, and was looking like that they're gonna try to take a little bit more here, but with that bot lane fight, Rift Herald getting a couple charges off in the mid lane, taking the mid lane turret and opening up the map finally for FF15.
And just like that, they're almost even in kills once again.
Almost even in kills, once again averaging just about 1 kill per minute this game, and even so only 1,000 gold between these two teams.
I just love how tanky Ornn can get with just a few items. It's crazy.
It's absolutely absurd how tanky this Ornn is already, and he has no fears at all. He doesn't care if he gets caught in front of something. You're gonna be spending some autos and some spells trying to take him out, and by that time the rest of his team's already converging on you. Oh, caught in a rock at a hard place, being able to stun him up, trying to use the fancy feet to get away. Cobra Panda, are you able to do it? No, turret to save you. As Tech Alley's able to take out the enemy ADC for FF15. Bentage now trying to get a little bit more damage onto them, but you're gonna.
Too much tower.
Yep, gonna have to back off now as the tower is still alive after the ult wears off from the Volibear. But and HYG Smoothie also here to be able to try to help out. Gwen actually does do a lot of damage to these tankier units, so they do have to be careful of that there. Gwen also having the Rift Maker finished. And yeah, FF15 still pushing on just under a gold lead of 1k for them. But now the first Drake, I believe, finally going to be secure for Kraken Slayer.
Oh, this is a really good Drake for Kraken Slayer right now.
They're definitely going to want to be prioritizing this. I believe that it was kind of a smart call for them to try to go ahead and not utilize these first two Drakes. So it allows them to just get a 4 stack of Infernal Soul. That's going to be absolutely insane at some point. But once again, we're almost 20 minutes in, and it is still only a 700 gold lead for the side of, or 800 gold lead for the side of Kraken Slayers. Well, I'm sorry, 900. It's slowly ballooning as they start to finally get the gold. Like, I'm noticing now it's like, oh, it's finally starting to take. But then one person farms, one person gets this. Senna ult used that they use the Volt Breaker to engage onto the Vladimir. Vladimir now able to get away. Senna ult used, but not much else.
Vladimir is just having a good old time. He's just like, yeah, you could try to kill me, but I'm just going to heal back anyway.
All right, I just want you guys to know that it's going to just end up healing back. It doesn't really matter. Smoothie trying to do a little bit of a fight. Hold on, Kumquat now. You have 3 people on you. This might be potentially the Galio's life. No flash, no other things available. The Senna now able to get another kill for themselves.
He didn't see the people
Vlad,
over the wall.
are you going to be able to do this? No, you actually have no pool up, but now you're chasing down. Back. Yes, that heal is going to mean a lot. And there you go. Astro's able to take the 1v1 against Ventage as he goes on a rampage.
No.
Able to get revenge is going to be the salt for FF15, able to take him out. And this gold still sitting very close, only actually sitting much closer as FF15 is closing in with only being 400 down.
Is Ornn going to do it?
Oh, calling in the Ornn Horn. There is no more immune. Another solo kill going over to the side of Kraken Slayers. But do you see flash use? But now the Senna is trying to track you down and is able to, as Cobra Panda ends up taking that kill onto Hailstrom.
That support item is so good. The red support item is crazy on AD people.
Absolutely cracked.
The Blood Song is so broken. So is the AP one. It's like having double Leandries.
And at this point, I think FF15 is feeling real good about their Senna. And they're feeling real good. Vi actually is definitely feeling real good about themselves. It just does so much
damage when you go like lethality and stuff like that.
Which with the Yumus, like being like a mini ghost, definitely
Yep.
going to be the good first rush, and I believe probably going for the Eclipse next.
Probably. That's usually the main build for Senna. And
20
then she
minutes
gets,
in
like,
officially, guys. We now have the Baron up.
unless Senna's going full lethality just to deal with Orin, I mean, that would be huge. Because he's only got like a little bit of armor right now.
But I think it's not anything to worry too much about. I'm going to keep talking through it because we know that maybe, we should come back. I don't think we got anything to worry about with like that being a super extended pause. But I think for the side of FF15, again, they're putting a lot of trust in Smoothie to pilot this Gwen in a way that's going to be able to deal with that Ornn. And so far, I'm not going to lie, even though, yes, he's lost 2 solo fights to the Ornn so far, it hasn't been so bad in the sense of like I don't trust Smoothie to be able to still take out the Ornn or at least distract the Ornn and do enough damage where Senna's able to at least get somebody in the front line or being able to dish out damage from the back line. I'm not sure how many stacks the Senna has just yet either, but it's definitely probably 72. So 72 stacks at 20 minutes for this Senna right now. And Senna usually comes online around 60. So she's already at the optimal spot where she wants to be.
So she's online. She's online and operational.
And pretty fed right now, looking pretty good with that shutdown. But they definitely got to watch out for this Volibear. Volibear playing very well this game.
Yep.
Alrighty, I think I like what we're seeing. Look at that. See, I think we're good with the. Oh, let me stop jinxing us. Let me stop speaking too damn soon. Keep messing us up. Let's see, last time we rewinded, and then we waited a couple seconds, and then it worked. So that's all we gotta do. We let's just all be patient, I don't think Spectator screwed us. All right, we see KB up here. Waiting for Ornn to come up top. Hailstrom sees KB. We now see the wet noodle fight starting. But,
maybe the wet noodle fight was just too much.
It might be too much for Spectator to handle.
So what do you think either one of these teams needs to do to really get their team ahead here and take the win?
Right now, the way it's looking, how the map is looking overall, does Galio have ulti up? Yep. So if Hailstrom starts feeling like he's troubled by the Maokai, literally Galio has the ability to be up there. Tac Alley's already up there to be able to go ahead and gank. There's no one nearby to help KB out at this current moment. So this is going to be the beginning of the end where they're probably going to Tac Alley and Hailstorm probably gonna end up taking out KB Jelly. They're then gonna try to convene up towards there because you see Critter and Kamqua are already here. There is almost like as if they're trying to see if they can get a 20-minute Baron right here. So they just need to be able to take out one person. Once they lose the Maokai, which is the main engage piece for the side of FF15. Then they have no other way other than the Vi to be able to get in there. And if Vi does it, she dies. The rest of the team falls apart. It's now a 5v3. And it'd be very difficult for Senna to be able to take that on her own alongside Gwen. So if that's the case, I see a 21-minute Baron happening here. And it's all going to happen off the back of, I believe, KB being killed up in this top side. If they go for that sense. But it does open them up to a lot. Look at all that blue, and it's like you look at all that blue side vision. They have so much vision on the red side buff here, so you know that they're trying to see if they can get some type of Baron here within the 20 to 22-minute range. So I wouldn't be surprised if they end up killing KB, immediately converge on the Baron, force them to try to fight them there. Astros not being up there, I don't think they don't need Astros necessarily, especially if he's killing Smoothie in the bot side.
Yeah. I think that's going to be a kill on Astro right there.
If they kill KB and Smoothie there, that's an immediate converge on the Baron at 20 minutes. And then if Vi tries to go over the wall. They can really like slow burn it enough where Vi goes over the wall. She tries to take it. They can kill Vi and then immediately continue the Baron. And then it'd be just a 2v. It'd be a 2v5 at that point. So
Exactly.
it's
And
looking
then they would just have to give away Baron.
the way FF15 has themselves poised. It's not looking good at all for them
And
at
I'm
this
not
moment.
sure, but I think Drag's about to be up too.
So it's a potential double take for the side of Kraken Slayer.
Yeah, because if they get the kills, they get Baron, they push a little bit, then they have free lane to go back to Drag and take Drag.
And then, like, even with Maokai being back in that fight, oh man,
There's
that's
nothing really they can do.
this right here at 20 to 22 minutes is probably where the game's gonna
Because their jungler's
open.
going to still be dead after they grab Baron.
All right, so we're seeing a little bit.
Baron
past.
spawns.
Yep. 2014 is what we're hoping for. We gotta get past 2014, guys.
We're living in the Matrix. Everything since 2014 has been a lie.
Starting to think so. I'm gonna see if maybe I can get lucky and see if the spectators.
2014 is when a lot of things were relevant.
I'm calling conspiracy, but it's because our league is on at the same time as LCS challengers.
Oh, maybe.
I'm calling conspiracy. I'm calling conspiracy on it. That's. Let's see.
We did not have this many technical difficulties last season, so we apologize to our viewership.
Yes, and
This is the
I hate to
fourth
say
season
it.
we're doing it for our league, and we've done it previously for another league, and yeah, this is wild.
And just to remind everybody, like it's actually really nice that we have a really good production team on our side who are able to, make sure that things are delivered to the audience in the best way possible. I do have the spectator up. Can you exit and go back out because it's working past 2014 on my end?
I'm checking too to see if it works.
So I'm sorry, there'll be a 5-6 minute gap now in the gameplay.
Yes.
We'll get you caught up as soon as possible.
But it is working for me. So, maybe I can do this. Actually, no, we'll wait for you because it looks like you're getting things back up real quick. Again, we apologize, ladies and gentlemen. We are looking to get this up and running for you guys as soon as possible. Jumping right back into spectator, we should. It's funny because where the game is at currently. It's not like it's very. I'm not gonna say anything, but it's.
My spectator is not even loading.
All right, so we're at 2018.
We're back.
Astros able to take out Smoothie up in that bot side. Another solo dolo going, and the turret also destroyed up in that bot side. Now Astros going to be backing. We do see once again, as I was making a prediction, I believe that they're trying to posture towards a 21 to 22 minute Baron here. So they need to be able to take out more members to make sure that they can do this completely safely, especially with the Vlad currently being in the bot side. They engage. Tack Alley jumping right onto Covert Panda. Ornhorn called in, and we freeze.
Yeah, so for mine, it looks like I picked it back up at 2040. But
That could be the spectator bug
this
itself,
is right
though.
after 2014.
Yeah.
So Astros did indeed get the kill down there.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And we're gonna see a I just want to keep saying Baron possibly coming up. Don't know if it actually ends up happening.
And then we get a mid fight.
Immediate mid fight as Spell Shield is gonna end up getting dropped onto Bentage. Good job dropping it on himself. If we see the flash in from the volley, not able to get the stun. We get the Ornhorn called in, and then that's what we're freezing. I am
Do you have it up? Does it appear to be working for you?
it is not.
Okay.
Let me try one more time. The boys are all still in game. We can say that much.
I'll try again too.
Oh, I just got a message. All right, yeah, it keeps picking up at 2014 for me. I'm gonna see if it goes until 2044, like we've been seeing. If so, then if it freezes on my end again on that, I'm not sure if that's when we'll call it. But I'm watching now. I'm at 2030. Slowly flashes, goes in. Yeah, it freezes for me right at 2044.
I hit spectate game and it's making me go to the spectator delay.
The last time that happened, it like broke it.
Just double checking that they didn't get into another game.
It shows them all still in game though.
Right, this is a little wild. Yeah, it's 5 me versus 5 enemies.
I mean, we can see what happens after the 2 minutes. If we want to put it to a quick pause, please bear with us, guys, as we eagerly await this next 2 minute break. It's just gonna take us a little bit of time to see if this is actually gonna be continuing. Riot, please help us.
Alright, see you guys in 2 minutes.
Warriors rise, it's time for war. Sharpen your axes, man of steel. Row and row into the sea. Team Horizons call our name. The ground begins to shake. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? It's shine. I'm there, three drop boom. There are three drop boom. The monster inside. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's shine. I'm there, three drop boom. There are three drop boom. We shall not fall. Rise and reign. There are three drop boom. Warriors rise, it's time for war. Sharpen your axes, man of steel. Row and row into the sea. Team Horizons call our name. The ground begins to shake. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? It's shine. I'm there, three drop boom. There are three drop boom. The monster inside. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's shine. I'm there, three drop boom. There are three drop boom. We shall not fall. Rise and reign. There are three drop boom. There are three drop boom.
Alright, welcome back. Let's see what this will give us now. Waited through our spectator
on.
delay. Now we're trying to connect in.
Come on, Riot, please.
Rito, please. It's not too much to ask just to give us this one thing. But no, they don't want us. They don't want us to cast, I
That's
guess.
a nope. Unable to download spectator data after they made us wait for the 3 minutes. So we're sorry about that, everybody. I'm not gonna try to reconnect. They're 44 minutes into this game. Now, part of that was a delay at the start, but we will. Oh, it's gonna just make us watch the spectator again. So it looks like we're not gonna get to see the end of this game. We apologize for that. We will indeed get the game restreamed this coming week. We'll make sure that we get this whole and updated, but we'll still wait around to bring you game number 2, because at minimum we are guaranteed 2 games a week per matchup.
Again, guys, very sorry about that. Spectator ended up dying on us, KB. So yeah, it's unfortunate.
Alright, so it's a bit hard without seeing the aftermath of how that game went. Um,
Yeah.
but I think so far, both teams are going to be happy with their comp. I'd probably look to see Kibi Jelly pivot off the Maokai, because I don't know that they're going to let him get away with that again, or that maybe they get rid of the Senna and try to force KB onto more traditional support or onto a Poppy. What are you guys expecting to see from Game 2 with the limited knowledge that we have from Game 1?
I'm personally thinking that it's gonna end up. I think at that moment, if it's this long, I feel like potentially KB was able to take the or not KB. Well, KB's team FF15 was able to maybe eke out some kind of win. It's kind of hard to like. Eventually, mental does play a big part of it, and I'm not sure if I feel like that maybe the losing team generally feels like they can stick it out a lot longer. So they might have like I don't know if maybe they might have won out of a mental thing. But if anything, if Kraken Slayers end up winning, it's gonna be understand that maybe topside is gonna be really hard no matter what happens. You give Hailstorm, it's gonna be really hard to neutralize him. So you might just be better off just trying to bolster your other lanes and being stronger elsewhere. But yeah, classic Rito. They just don't want us to succeed, man.
Alright, please bear with me here for a second. I need to add in. I do have the results for game number 1. I'm working on adding that so we can share.
That'll be fun.
Alright, so I got that up on the screen. I'm making sure I'm sharing that with my casters. And sorry for the
Oh.
the pains, everyone. So it does look like FF15 was able to pull out this win.
Woo, channel points.
Wow. That's
I'm
crazy.
sorry, that's hilarious. I'm happy. I get my I get that, but like that's actually kind of crazy to see that. That's
Now I
very
want to
crazy to see
know what happened.
that.
Well, tune in this week and we will make sure that game gets streamed again. I know we know what the outcome is, and I am awarding the channel points.
His Kraken Slayers had such a good
80
lead.
carry 2014. What can I say? If I press R and I die, says Critter.
Yeah,
And
that happens.
looks like you got scooped there a little bit, Malco.
Yeah,
KB
unfortunately,
getting the 10K, but I mean your bet of what 10? What'd you net there?
like
2
50,
2K?
2K. Yeah, actually. So that's not bad.
Pretty
I'm
good.
not.
Pretty good.
I'll take those odds.
I
Listen.
lost 1,000 points.
Ah, oh no.
But all right. So it looks like we missed probably a big team fight around that Baron that did not go the way of Kraken Slayers, I would imagine. And yeah, it looks like Covert became pretty unstoppable there, and an unkillable Maokai.
Yeah, that got to team fight in bot lane. Oh,
Let me get this updated.
man,
All
this is
right.
gonna when we get those games recasted, that's gonna be great to see what happened.
Absolutely. Team fight in bot lane according to KB. So you're getting some information piecemeal here. Again, we'll get it streamed in all its glory because it seems like that was a really good one to watch. I think you guys were both leaning Kraken Slayers at the time if they were able to pivot top lane. Um, but looks like they were not able to send it out.
Not at all, unfortunately, and it ended up leading to like a 45-minute fiesta apparently that caused to end up in FF15 taking the win.
Yeah, man, that was interesting the way they turned that around. But as you could see, the Senna was popping off like no tomorrow. Like 13 kills, 7 deaths. That's crazy. And that means her stacks were huge at the end.
She was
So,
well at 20 minutes, she was already at 72 stacks. So
yeah, and it went on for another 20 minutes, as Blitz was saying. So, yeah, that Senna was hurting a lot of people immensely.
Smoothie quoting Smoothie, good team comms and good team fighting.
Hey, let's go.
You love to hear it. You really love to hear that.
Yeah, it's always good to hear that from somebody that's, from the top lane, at least. Like, usually top laners are quiet, so they
But
just
not
play
this
their
time.
they just play their passive bully game. They're just like, yeah, let's do this. Honestly, I would have loved to seen like a Darius go against Orion or something. That would have been
Um
fun.
Smoothie being in the top lane, don't be surprised if you do end up seeing a Darius, if I'm
I
being
would
real with you.
love to see a Darius game. Just slam dunk city, baby. Let's go.
Listen, if he makes it happen,
Can't do it against my religion.
Oh, what?
How is playing Darius against your religion? That's like Teemo mains going like hardcore and being like, I can't play anything else but Teemo because it's against my religion.
That hurts my soul that he just said that. Against your religion. Man.
Oh, he's Demacia.
Ah, okay. Okay.
That makes more sense.
It's then
He's a
perfectly
Gurren. He's a Gurren. He likes to send the almighty sword execution onto people.
just drop the justice
Power
on
of
him.
justice!
Yeah. Just drop that hammer of justice. I don't know,
So,
man.
is it weird that Garen kind of gives me like Thor vibes?
I think that's the point of him for some reason. I
Like,
feel like
like
that would be his.
you know, like Thor from Smite kind of looks like Garen a little bit, and Garen kind of looks like Thor. Like, especially when you get his God King outfit, like
I actually,
God Garen. He he actually looks like Thor.
you mean the Thor and Smite, or
Yeah, the Thor and Smite.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. I'm making sure I'm not confusing anything.
That was like Thor
Not
Marvel.
Not Marvel.
Clearly, it has to be Olaf, right?
Yeah, Thor from Marvel is Olaf, 100%. That's when Thor gets a dad bod and drinks from the helmet. Broloff.
All right.
The real Broloff.
So sorry for some further delays here. Kraken Slayer Section is two of our admins. They got pulled over to address another team's question, so they're currently helping sort something out.
Okay.
But looks like Kraken Slayer, again, they still losing game one. They're going to take the red side. They're going to save their counter pick. So they're either going to look to give the counter pick to Hailstorm or to Astros. I feel like they both got the matchup they wanted in game one, so it'll be interesting to see what their pivot is here. If they think that was a major difference, if they can get a better matchup, get something they're more comfortable in going into game two.
Oh,
Sorry, I was just muting real quick.
Kraken Slayers last season was very well known for losing game one and winning game two and playing best of game three series. I
this
think at one
is what I
point they were
mean.
seven weeks in a row that they went to game three with that formula.
So their TSM when TSM was good.
He said they were TSM when TSM was good. That's a good one.
I mean, TSM won a championship. They won a few.
No, you're not wrong.
And then, yeah, this season, just, who's TSM?
We still remember TSM.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
I'll
do.
always remember them. I'm an OG watcher.
We still acknowledge TSM guys.
I've been watching like LCS since like Sneaky joined Cloud9. It's been that long.
I honestly didn't start watching until maybe 2014, if I'm being real with you. Yeah, it was 2014.
Like, soon as I found out about League, I just started watching like the championships and stuff just for like fun. And then I started watching them to learn. Like, okay, so if I play this way and this way, and I can counter with this champ, and yeah. Looks like we're getting almost same bands this time. Just on Kraken Slayer's side, they're getting Morgana and Vi out of there.
I'm just glad to see that we're now right into the draft here. And hopefully this time, once we get into the game, we'll be able to give you guys a full game. Will Kraken Slayers be able to keep up with their trend of being able to always win game twos? Or are they going to actually be able to take this in FF15, being able to continue go on their undefeated streak?
We'll just have to find out.
And I think a lot of that's going to be a lot of it's going to be dependent on whether or not these two teams can basically repeat what they did last time. I'm not sure. FF15 picking up the Volibear once again, I believe. No, they didn't have it last time.
No, they did not pick it last time. So they're taking it away from Kraken Slayer this time. Ooh, the Amumu and Maokai.
Calling those green
Oh,
junglers.
ooh, I like
Really
it.
good flex opportunities there too.
Yeah, I do like the Amumu pick. I always liked Amumu.
I'm always interested to see because like an Amumu needs to if this Amumu plays well,
Oh,
they got the MF this time.
oh, they're going crazy this time. Oh, nope, never mind.
Oh, they
They
picked
have
up
the
Yona.
Leona. Oh, Leona MF. There we go.
I wonder why they just they could have just still kept that same order. Okay,
Maybe
I
maybe it was just like a mind trick. Like you totally didn't see the MF.
you guys forgot the pick. Or you guys forgot the banner. That sounds yeah, you're right. That might be what
Oh boy,
the smolder. Okay,
I don't know about that pick. I'm telling you right now, I don't know if Smolder is going to outperform an
is
MF.
smolder the pick here? That's the question.
Oh no, I would have picked like Caitlyn or somebody else, especially if you have a Maokai support. Caitlyn definitely has more pack punched. Smolder is good, but Smolder is not good until mid to late game when he has his stacks.
That's my main concern for Kraken Slayer here is the smolder now with the way that it works gonna be a detriment more to their composition than a benefit, especially if like FF15's bot lane is having a strong showing like they were able to last time.
Just gonna check a statistic real quick.
Go right ahead as we do see the final bans are starting to come through as FF15 ends up banning out Garen. We do see Kraken Slayer finalizing their bans with Olaf and Vigar and FF15 picking out the last ban as we speak.
So, okay, so the fastest Smolder stack was 225 stacks in 17 minutes. Now, I'm not sure if Critter could do that, but he might get close to it if he gets into a lot of fights. Because a lot of people don't know this about Smolder, is the more you use your abilities on an enemy champ, the stacks go higher. So it's kind of like you're playing Vigor, but a dragon. You want to constantly hit your spells on an enemy champ because you'll get more stacks than you would for a minion.
Okay.
So you constantly want to be fighting with Smolder in early game and getting kills. But that might not happen because there's a Leona on the enemy team. And that's going to be whoa. Okay, we got a Kennen and a Zerath.
Man, the team fighting from the side of FF15 is looking
They're going.
absolutely absurd.
They want it. They want it.
They said balls to the wall. We want it all.
Yep. Holy. And we got Vlad Daddy again. All right. I like it.
I like the Vlad from the last game. I don't think
Yeah,
that was
Astro
actually an
was
issue
really
for them.
good. Astro was like outplaying and doing really good on Vlad. I don't know, man. This Smolder pick might just been like a panic pick or something. I don't know. I honestly don't think it was a good idea. There's so many better ADC champs that Critter could have played. Because MF and Leona are just gonna bully him out of lane. Unless he gets his stacks fast enough where he can bully back.
That's gonna be very difficult into an MF Leona, and I don't see, like, even Maokai. Once Leona goes in, it's not like he can stop her mid engage.
Yeah, exactly.
So
She just has to Q Smolder and then Smolder dies. That's
Yeah.
pretty much how it is. But we'll see. We will see. Oh, speaking of Vigor, they actually banned Vigor.
I mean, I personally think Vigar is a really good ban. Always.
Yeah. Well, it's just the way he scales, right? If you get into late game, you can literally one-shot a squishy.
Exactly.
Especially if he goes like Magic Pen.
And that's the reason why you don't wanna you don't wanna mess with him.
Yeah. He just Qs you and there goes half your health and then he R's you and you're dead. Definitely a broken champ for sure.
They don't
I
want to
act-
have allow too much you can't allow too much like scaling from either side either. So it's like, okay, they won a lot with like a scaling champ this time. Let's go ahead and try to see if we can neutralize that.
So is Critter's one of the is he the lower player on the team? Like is he like close to my rank or do you guys know?
He's the captain of that team.
Yeah.
Oh. Damn. All right. So he's got to be like emerald or diamond.
No, I think he actually is emerald, but you don't have to be.
Oh, he just said yeah.
Yeah,
He's like
he's
ye
seeing
of
your
little
flame and
faith
he's
because
like, yeah, okay, kid.
You come for me? All right, cool. I'll teach you to respect me.
All right, show me what's up on the smolder, bro, please.
You gonna learn today.
He said, "I'm gonna make you learn
Because
today."
there's very few good smolder players, so I would love to see this. Show me the stacks, brother. Show me the stacks. 1 hour later. Bro. Yeah, it's being slow. It's being slow. One hour later.
1 hour later, and then we're just sitting here like, guys, do
So we
y'all
still,
even want to see another game or?
so we still have a minute 20 left. Please get your predictions in. I know Hailstrom has made sure he got his predictions in.
Oh
Currently,
crap!
it's
Yeah,
1-1, 2K to 2K.
not playing around. That's why.
I don't think I can predict again.
Oh,
I saw Hailstrom threw his 2K down and said, "All right, I'm your Huckleberry. Let's do this."
he's like, I'm good on this. I did all the work I need to do.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw the rest of my points on certain people.
40 seconds left. 4 votes to 3.
I might have ye little faith, but they're fighting in chat.
Oh, the Critter and KB, they duo all the time, and
Like a married couple yelling at each other.
yeah, that's what happens
Especially
when you duo and you can't achieve your partner goals.
It's like Kazuto and Ray. Absolutely hilarious. Inseparable, I swear.
All right, let's hope that once we wait through this delay, that we're able to
Please,
see
Riot,
this
please.
I
see this
beg
good
of you,
magic.
Riot, please.
We just want to see one game, man. I swear I'm just bad luck. Every time I'm casting, it just doesn't work.
I don't know what's up with Riot, but they just don't like us like they don't support us like they used to.
Well, they did a lot with the spectating too, right? So
Right, like at a point it was significantly better, but now it's just like, oh.
wonder how many people are actually eating popcorn right now or actually just snacking on a snack.
Probably millions. How many people are possibly in movie theaters right now?
Facts, facts.
I don't even
I
know
want to
what's.
see that Monkey Man movie.
I was gonna say I don't even know what's in theaters, but I could go for some popcorn and an icy.
I actually have iced tea right next to me.
No, 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 no. Icy, not iced tea. No, no, thank you.
Oh.
Get my blue raspberry icy on.
That sounds really good.
Oh, Dune Part 2. That's obviously what I want to see.
Wait, they're making another Doom? Or Dune?
Dune. Like the desert.
Oh, okay.
I heard it was really good, and they already said
I was
there's a
like,
third one coming
damn,
out.
I'll watch
So.
Doom again. What?
I was about
I
to
just
say,
don't know how The Rock would look in that, you know?
I want to see Mummy 4 with Rachel Weisz returning, and I want them to put the CGI rock back in it again.
Isn't Brandon Fraser coming back too?
Brendan
that would be
Fraser?
great.
Yeah.
If yeah, I mean that's where he broke his body. To literally was on the Mummy sets.
Yeah, he literally broke his neck. Like, he literally almost died on set
Was
because the rope was too tight. And
some
it
great
was,
movies.
yeah.
I will still welcome you back.
All right, we're loading in. Oh, my favorite new Mumu skin.
Oh, the sad night. Oh, little night.
Yeah, I
Yeah, there you
love the
go.
Sad Knight. Kind of like Donkey from Shrek. No one likes him until the end.
I like the way you put that because you're right.
Donkey's the true hero.
He masters the stairs. He's the stair master.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I'm a stallion, baby. Oh,
Oh,
looking for a
no.
level 1 invade.
Hailstrom, not going to be able to get anything onto him. Pillar able to save him there.
They're playing dirty this game. I like it. They're like,
Yep, we don't want to allow you guys to get your game 2 win. We're trying to push it this time.
They smell it. They smell the blood. Hopefully, Kraken Slayers was wearing the brown pants this time,
Minions have
just in
spawned.
case.
I'm sure they're on top of it this time around.
Seeing they now have the Maokai on their favor. Took it away from Jelly.
For Jelly, it might not make that big a difference. They just need to make sure they have that big tank, and this time they actually have the MF to be on that carry role. They didn't have to backdoor to the Senna again.
Exactly. Yep. They didn't have to do the slow start with Senna to get her stacks.
I mean, it still worked out for them though. So
Yep. But now they have the volley and a Leona, which is gonna be very detrimental in team fights,
it's
especially when they're both 6. A lot of tower diving
that's what I expect.
potential. And Kennen top. That's
That's one I haven't seen in quite some time either.
yeah. I'm used to seeing Halcyon play him mid. We usually don't get Kennen's top anymore.
I mean, respect to it, bringing back the champion back to its original place.
I mean, I like seeing old champs come back that people usually don't play in like Pro League, so it's kind of nice.
It's a lot of fun, honestly. People, I think it's just like, in general, like I usually like you said, you only see like Kennen was like primarily like a pro play champion.
Yeah.
Now it's
exactly.
like, oh, you're seeing him a lot more, even in like these like other leagues and stuff, and it's like, oh, that's actually really cool.
It is nice and refreshing to see, like, for example, like, you know, somebody picking Trendemir or Kale top. Like,
It makes it. Trindamir or Kale top kill me. Like that's just.
because they have the invincibility, right? Like, they have that. Well, if you're gonna try to kill me, you're gonna have to make me waste my ult first. It's just
that
one of
just-
the safer picks, I guess, if you can snowball with them.
And it just takes so
Oh!
much time. Oh, they're getting engaged, but he does not end up
Missed the
actually
first
getting.
bandage.
Right, he has
Make
the
it
double
second.
advantage. You should be able to get him
Oh,
both. But
we
we
got
just
a
see these
bot
jumping on the.
yank bot.
Oh, wait, hold on. Give us 2 seconds. My thing just froze here, but I think we're good now, right?
Yep,
there we go.
He fixed it where we have sound.
Right, cool. I was a little scared for a second because it also froze for me, and I was like, oh no, not again.
Not again.
I don't need all this PTSD.
I'm not sure how many stacks Smolder has. Oh! Jelly.
That was a big hit,
Little-
but Jelly getting a little too low. It doesn't end up translating to anything, but it
That
does.
looked like it was a misplay on Jelly's part.
And, did you think he wanted to actually do that?
I don't think he meant to, because MF was like a couple feet behind him, so
Yeah, wouldn't have
He
really
almost-
been able to.
he almost costed first blood on bot lane. So I think there was like a little miscommunication there.
Yep. And right now, Smolder, you're a little bit behind this MF when it comes down to the farming
It
side.
happens, you know.
Yeah.
So now they got the Zerath, which is gonna be crazy late game. If he gets a little snowball. Oh, a Mumu on Void.
Oh, goes in onto the
Oh,
Salt.
nice
Salt
one.
tries to get it, but he at least gets one of them away, and then 2 of them end up going to the side of Kraken Slayer, so they at least get the Void Grubs. Not going to be able to secure as many Void Grubs this time around, though, as they were hoping, because, well, we see that they don't get all 6 this time around in the last game. Oh, man, Flash is in.
That kill?
Vintage, is that enough?
No.
No.
He lived with like 10 HP.
Astros is not liking that. He needed that 1 extra auto attack, literally just 1 extra, and that would have been
Oh,
just
now
enough.
we're getting a
Goes
fight.
in, down, Critter trying to get away, but now they're on the Killer Conquat. Killer Conquat does have Flash, could be able to easily get away. KB now flexing his muscles on this Leona.
I think Critter's gonna prove me wrong in the bot lane. I just have that feeling.
I mean, if he does a decent job of hitting these spells and everything, definitely.
Can
they
we
do
say how
know-
awesome that volley skin looks, though?
That's the Ink Shadow one? Or
I think so.
oh wow.
It's a very clean volley skin.
I'm so far behind on like all the different skins that are out. I just end up getting like random ones from like Hex Tech when I re-roll and I'm just like,
Oh,
ooh.
Zerath
Vintage
popping his
unloading
ulti.
popping the ulti, unloading the artillery, trying to get something to start, and it actually helps to separate the rest
Oh,
of their
he almost
team
killed
off the
2.
Baron. Yep, so now they can't even, or not Baron, but they get up off the Dragon, and now this first Drake is gonna definitely be going over to the side of FF15.
Yep. Smolder is just chilling in lane, getting those stacks.
I'm
But
interested.
he is down almost 30 CS.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see, being down double the CS of your opponent while also having to be this stacking type of AD carry. It's not looking real good for Critter at this moment against Covert Panda. But I think that this MF is actually a really good pick for Covert. Like, they like to play it a lot. So
Yeah.
it's something that's kind of like, like that we gave this pick, was this like a big mistake?
And also, I noticed Panda grabbed the call for the extra money.
Both of these laners actually having the call, but I just feel bad at the fact that the Smolder can't really farm with it right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna see the call finish definitely first for the MF.
If they
and then,
make it late game and Smolder gets operational, we could probably see some executes go off. But other than that, they might abuse Smolder like they are, because here comes Volley.
yep, and he's waiting
He's
this
sniffing.
time.
He's like, I want some dragon meat.
He could actually. They don't have any vision. He could have walked up behind them from the from their
Yeah, from the
initial
tri-bush. Yep. Alright, Mumu doing the Mumu things, crying and taking wards. He's upset he has no friends in this game.
Yeah, see, he should have just finished taking that scuttle crab, because now they already warded. It's too late to be up there. Like, they know you're there. And
Yeah.
I feel like the Salt is just wasting time at this point. Like, yeah, he's pushing them in, but like now you're just giving away a lot more position. Void Grub's about to spawn. Possibly want to try to take that for yourself.
Hellstorm is doing really good this game. He's up 10 CS against Kennen. He's just got to be careful of the Kennenar and the stun. So
Yeah, because this is not
Kennen
one of those
does
matchups
a
where
lot
like
of damage when he gets going.
exactly, and this is not like one of those matchups where it's like, oh, I mean, unless he catches the Kennen after he uses the E to get the enhanced resistances. This is not one of those matches where Trundle's like, oh, I sap you and then I immediately win. Like, this is against a mage this time around, so this is kind of a weird mismatch for the Trundle.
I do like the fact that Hailstorm is playing safe. It looks like he's gonna get his Merc Treads first, just so he can deal with the stuns and stuff.
Which is
And
smart.
have more tenacity against Kennen, which is actually, it's actually really smart.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you're itemizing against your lane opponent, and the easiest way to mitigate a lot of like that CC and stuff is to have Merc Treads. So
And-
yeah, good smart pick here.
Mumu just got his plate boots, his armor boots.
You're gonna have to negate that damage from the MF. That's gonna be a really big damage source later on. Forces the
Smolder.
flash. But Amumu is here. Gonna be able to get something, but they don't have MF here. The mother is called. Big fight going in. Is this gonna be the first blood? Bullet time, getting a lot of damage down, but not gonna be enough. But we do have a Smoothie down here to help a lot with the fight, and we do see Vintage dropping some of the artillery fire onto it. Big fight going on, and there's just so much death here. 10 minutes in, we finally see a 2-for-2 happen, but it's gonna be a little bit more. Vintage is trying to get a little bit more out of this, but I don't think he has the damage to really try to kill one of them here. So that's gonna be a 2-for-2 fight. First blood though, going over to the side, I believe, of Kraken Slayers, but even though it ends up going to Kraken Slayers, still even game here, as it is only a 100 gold lead between the two.
That was crazy. And that was a beautiful Kennen ult too. He got 2 people with his ult, and then when he procced his electrocute, it killed the other person.
It's just honestly, this is looking like
he actually got a Mumu and Maokai.
Smoothie looking good right now, and being up 2-0 on your lane opponent is going to be really nice, especially when you're not even in a big deficit against him either.
Yep.
And even with this this little lead right now for the side of FF, they at least have the little bit of a lead that they want. Oh, hold on, we got a little bit of a trade going on, but the Salt is here and ready to help out his laner. I think the Maelstrom is also back up too, so go ahead, Smoothie, go right in and unload if you want to. Not necessary. Instead, the Salt ends up taking a kill for himself, able to get a little bit more gold into his pocket, and that is going to be with the help of a gank, a kill for the side of FF15 on the top side. But now a Mumu able to go in on KB Jelly, but KB being the Leona procs the W, get a little bit more resistances. 2 tanky to take the burst down. So now that's just a little bit of wasted time. And the gold lead starting to advance a little bit more earlier this time, as they sit at 1.2k gold up for the side of FF.
I love the fact that people are going lethality MF. It is so busted right now.
First strike, lethality, you do so much damage and gain so much extra gold. And it's funny because finishing off that cull first here, even more acceleration for this MF. It's actually going to be really hard to fight these team fights with her. If she gets a good position bullet time, it's all over. Yep, Vantage now unloading the artillery fire from the Xerath. Goes in KB. Now the ult's unlaunched from the twisted lines used by the Maokai. Gonna end up being taken out, unfortunately. And it just now leads to another Drake for the side of FF. FF right now looking really good. Definitely a little bit cleaner than the last game. And just now also pushing the gold lead forward even more. 2.3k at this moment. That's another 1,000 from just about 3 minutes ago.
Oh, if Kennen would have went in on there, he probably could have stunned Hailstorm. And got the extra damage proc. Because he already has Proto Belt in his boots.
So he's gonna definitely do a decent amount
So
of damage.
there's a big damage difference at top lane right now.
I think I would like to see Volibear trying to come up towards his top side, especially with the flash down of the of Hailstorm. I would like to see him come up top side more and try to like help this Kennen get a little bit more ahead. Like right now, Hailstorm is having a little bit of a tough time fighting Smoothie, but
he's still doing the damage that he needs to do, right?
Exactly. With Tack Alley's here alongside his mid laner, so they know that he's here. So Smoothie should. Yep, he's playing the game like, hey, I know you're there. I know. Oh, we got a dive up in the top side. He's got to use the ulti here. Go ahead and pop it. Try to stun as many people in between as possible. But the shutdown going right over to Astros, almost taking out Amumu as well with the turret damage, but not going to be enough. So much turret shots being exchanged there, and that was a lot of resources expended though up in that top side though. Everything used except for the Amumu ulti and I want to say the sums of Astros.
What's going on over here? Oh, Volley's hungry.
Oh yeah, he wants that revenge for when they killed the top laner up there. But Vantage able to get
still good
himself now.
Mid laner getting a kill. That's really good.
I think you would have preferred it. The ult used by the Smolder to go ahead and get a little bit of healing and trying to clear that wave as well. Ult drop, bullet time used. It's going to clear that wave out at this point. Not going to be able to get really anything onto the Smolder, but I think in exchange for multiple ultis is going to be okay. Tack Alley now here.
I think Amumu still has his ulti. I don't think he used it against...
Nope, his flash and ulti just... his ulti was up and his flash just came back up. So he was trying to find some type of gank down there, but good job on KB having that vision there, so they did not have to worry about where he was going to be. And that is another secured objective for the side of FF now, getting that Rift Herald. Yeah, they lost the Void Grubs, but they're getting everything else.
It looks like there's almost a 2k deficit?
2.5.
2.5k, yeah.
Which I think for the
Hailstorm is not respecting the Kennen.
And now that's a 3-1-1 Kennen up in this top side, even in the CS as well, getting real ahead. I wouldn't be surprised if the Rift Herald gets dropped right here. Man, Smoothie is
respect thy Thorta when you're top lane against Kennen.
I'm gonna say this. I got a lot of respect for Smoothie up in this top side. He's one of those players that, like, if you have him on your team, you're having a fun. You're glad that he's up there.
Oh yeah.
This is something I wasn't expecting. Hailstorm's usually really good on that solo side, but now it's all about, instead of just being about the solo side, it's like, hey, Hailstorm's actually losing his losing side. Usually when he's like, he doesn't lose it. So it's just pretty interesting to see how this top side is going now. Twisted Advance goes right into KB.
The mental thing, you know, like he lost the first game and he's just like, what can I do? What can I do against these guys?
And right now, 4K, just under 4K up for the side of FF. They are
honestly, I would have loved to see Orin again. I feel like Orin was such a good pick for Smoothie because of how much engage he had.
But
Hailstorm played
or you mean
last game.
Hailstorm? You mean Hailstorm?
Or Hailstorm, yeah. Sorry.
Because he played the Gwen last game for Smoothie. And I think you're right. It was a really good engage, disengage. It had all the tools that was needed for them to succeed up in that top side. But I guess Hailstorm wanted to have a little bit more of that potential, like real
Split
carry,
push.
like carry from the split push potential. Which he
But
plays
Kennen
that very well.
saying no.
Oh yeah, no. FF15 is saying nope, you're not allowed to do this. I love Covert on this MF right now, just wanting to engage in every moment he can. The Salt now engaging on attack alley, far range artillery fire coming out from Vintage. Man, he hits it like it's an aimbot with those artillery fires, but he was able to do a little bit more. Now Hailstorm wanting to go in on to Smoothie. Smoothie now having to use the ultimate to try to get away from Hailstorm after
Man,
using the
that
ulti.
heal
He
is
needs,
crazy.
yeah, it's absolutely absurd. Hailstorm not able to chase any further. KB looking to try to get more vision, finds an Amumu instead. Going to proc the W, try to get the
No
extra
damage
resistances.
bot, though.
Second W, second Q gonna come out from Amumu? No. Second bandage style does not come out.
Oh,
And completely
this is
ignoring the
gross.
turret. That's disgusting right there. Smoothie gonna have to try to run away. Gets proc,
the
flashes
slow.
in. You're in his domain. It's his kingdom now. Hailstorm able to take that kill. He's taking what the casters are saying personally and is going in with the solo dolo. Takes out the Kennen. But now we have a fight as it's a really big 50-50 right here for both sides, as both sides have smite. Tack Alley's looking to go in. Mother Call, Twisted Advance going in with the ultimate coming in from Maokai. Goes in for the Salt. The Salt now gonna end up getting taken down. And the shutdown as MF is taken out on the other side. Shutdown as well onto the Volibear as Smolder is now going in. Getting everybody now. This is turning around completely for the side of Kraken Slayers as they end up taking that big win fight and actually overall acing the team. That is huge for them. And now swinging the gold lead back in their favor.
That was huge for Smolder to get that kill.
That was huge. And that was 2 fights won on opposite ends of the map. That's absolutely great.
Hold up. Vlad is 5-0 right now. When did that happen?
I guess just after that big triple kill, he ended up getting Smoothie, looking to try to really get that, but not going to be able to do anything. That would have been a big shutdown if he was able to actually get all that damage down onto Vlad instead of onto the Amumu.
Oh, yeah. He's sitting on a 650 stack right now.
Oh, there goes the damage coming from the MF. Turns around, wants to get the heal, having to use the pool. KB now here. That's definitely the mid lane turret going to probably end up dropping there. As long as they can push it out. They definitely want to try to secure more of these objectives and keep trying to not let the lead balloon away from them as it is. Sitting at about a 1.4k gold lead for the side of Kraken Slayers now. We see that.
Yep. Mid turret's gone.
So that's going to at least swing it back a little bit. Now
KB
800.
is literally trying to bully Hailstorm right now.
I don't blame him.
Like, get out of the jungle, go back to your lane, leave our stuff alone. But yeah, that was a huge fight for Kraken Slayers.
I like to see Blitz called it out. Like, yeah, FF15 had a split fight in that moment. I don't think they necessarily could have lost that fight, but once the Volibear went in onto the backline like that, there wasn't really much communication about who was going where, it seems. And that miscommunication led to a big, basically, a big ace that led to, that now allows for Kraken Slayers to at least feel a little bit more in control of this game.
Yeah, it was just like one of those really, really good team fights. And
Smoothie, you're too far.
They literally waited until FF15 was far enough into the Dragon Pit to bring Vlad and Trundle down with, I believe, the teleport ward. So they kind of pinched.
Oh
FF15
no, Vlad is
with the Dragon.
behind him here. Covert getting caught out by the
boy,
Vlad.
that
Vlad
is gonna be
ultimate
a
gonna drop.
lot of damage.
Not enough. Domination nation for the Vlad as he's going in trying to get that kill, but Critter's gonna be able to secure that with another stack added onto his repertoire.
I think
as
Kraken Slayers are showing like, hey,
yep, this is
it's
why they
game
win
two,
the game
baby.
two. They always, this is how they do it. They love to win these game twos, and they're probably gonna force it right to a game three, as we probably called from the beginning.
Okay, so Smolder is over 100 stacks now. because he's got the little bounce fireballs.
Yep. So probably sitting at, I would hope, just over 200.
Trundle, I don't know if that's a good spot, homie.
I mean, the pillar though able to stop them, as the Baron is now just
Whoa,
being
what?
taken right now.
130
This
stacks
is an
for
interesting
Smolder.
call.
130.
Yep.
Okay.
That's not bad at 22 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not fast, but it's not
Oh,
slow.
three
either.
members here though. All here after the
They
Baron.
want
getting-
Vlad. They want Vladdy Daddy.
And he's gonna be able to get that kill. Smoothie, 1,000 gold shutdown going right
Oh.
over to Smoothie. That's gonna actually put a lot of that gold right back into their pockets. They're trying to chase him down. They don't want to give him a chance to back, and instead they want to take some of that gold back from that they gained from the Baron. But that ends up being just the one kill they can get, and it's a very important kill as it ends up being Smoothie taking out the Vlad.
Yeah, that's huge for Smoothie to get that Vlad kill. To
With three
excel
members
his
here, I don't
damage even
think we
more.
can- Yup, firing.
You're going
from
for the
under,
tower dive.
Goes under the tower. I would like to see the. Yup, there we go. Big ulti coming out of Covert. Able to take out two. The mom not there to heal anybody. And this is just going to be them pushing the turret right into them. The Critter can't defend this on their own. What, is FF15 just going to try to take this inhib as well? They might just be able to unless Vlad can say something. They're actually afraid of him here. Stunned up. He's going to have to pull unless he wants to go ahead and die. Able to heal so much. Able to take out Covert. But not going to be enough as now Critter able to take out Vintage in the middle of the fight. Trying to take out more on his own. He's able to take out the Volley Bear. But it's not going to be enough as he's able to die in that fight. Takes out so many, but then Smoothie gets the big shutdown onto him, opens up the inhib. Oh, killer. He's gonna try to do something here.
Hailstorm's taking blue base. Hailstorm's
Oh
taking blue base
man,
towers
but
this
Hailstorm
entire
is
time.
knocking the base out. At this point, it's over for them. He was able to just walk the whole thing in. Can we get the camera over to it? Please, just show us how
my
Hailstorm
God.
wins the game.
Yo, that I like it. I dig it. I dig it.
That's
They
absolutely
should have
hilarious.
known, you know.
He said, I'm not
All
feeling a
five were
24-minute game. I'm not feeling another 24-minute game.
Why didn't they back?
Just keep them up. Were they not paying attention?
Like they're just fighting.
He gets to do this for like a minute and a half.
Oh, I know what happened. Kennen was trying to go back, and
Ah,
Maokai
yeah.
stopped it.
Maokai
giving
using the
Trundle
ulti there.
ability to just take the whole base.
He literally started at like 23 minutes just doing this.
Yep. This is
Yeah, we got
Trundle.
the pings. The Trundle pinging, like, just keep him there, keep him there. I got this, I got this. And
Yeah,
this
and
is,
that's when Maokai jumped on him.
yep. And then now this is where we see the win come out for the side of Kraken Slayers. I love the little, I love it. I love it. He said, can't me?
I dig it. We're going to game 3, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man. Oh, I just lost points for that one.
Oh boy. Listen,
thought
if it's
FF
Kraken
was gonna
Slayers,
take it.
put it this way. If it's ever Kraken Slayers in a game 2, never bet against them.
Okay, good to know.
That is always a good rule of thumb here. You will always be safe knowing that you don't bet against them in a game 2.
Yo, I thought FF was gonna have it though with the crazy Kennen ult.
Honestly, at the end there, I thought they had it too, and I thought they were going to be able to take an inhib back and then be able to continue the game as normal. But you just had the Trundle literally whacking at their base from literally tier 2 all the way to the Nexus.
He destroyed 6 turrets that game.
I mean, we should have known that something like that could have happened the moment that he literally just looked in Smoothie's face and was just beating down a turret and then turned on him and said, okay.
Okay, now it's your turn. Come here.
Hey, you have been selected.
I'm gonna
Congratulations.
beat you with my club. Come here.
You're a victim. Like,
Yeah, Smoothie was doing really, really good though.
and that's the crazy part to see like them do so well and then still to like lose like that. It was just it just I think it comes down to that was just the overall macro play there. Kraken Slayers realized what kind of situation that they were in and that they had, and they were like, you know
And
what, let's just do it.
that's why Critter went in when he did, was to stop them.
And it worked out. It
He
ultimately
he
led them
got
to
he
having the
got the
win.
double kill, but sacrificed himself at the same time, even though they knew Trundle was pushing bot. So they were sacrificing themselves to make sure they get the win. I mean, Trundle with Hullbreaker would have been cooler because the turrets wouldn't even stand a chance. But we didn't get that far, sadly.
Hailstrom was like, I knew he was gonna win this, and I got all the monies.
I got all the monies.
Congratulations to you boys for that game 2. So now it's looking like they're probably posturing up for game 3. What do you?
Oh yeah.
I don't think either team really needs to change too much from like comp wise. I just want to see if they want to win again, just if they want to end up winning, just make sure that you don't allow yourself to get caught out in certain situations. Please be mindful of that. Hailstrom is that split pusher, and he's going to be, if he gets the chance to do so, he's going to beat down a solo lane. So just don't, you gotta be
Ben,
ready for that.
he's like, I threw because I accidentally bet on crack. He bet against his own team.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I accidentally bet on FF. Oh, okay. Sadness. Congratulations on people who
They're betting on each other's teams. That's great.
All right, I'm officially calling win trading. We got to get a ref in here.
Rep.
Someone check the PayPal. Someone check the Discord chat.
Admins. Usually an admin job.
Yeah, they're somebody's out here. They're colluding for Discord or for Twitch channel points.
Yeah, I don't really worry about it until they get up to betting like 20,000. Then I start worrying.
It's
Like,
like, oh
what
yeah, I'm
the
betting
hell?
20,000 points on a fictional currency.
We're match fixing.
We're match fixing for channel points, guys. Okay.
So what you're saying is we should let Kraken Slayers win the next game, right? To stop the undefeated streak.
I mean, that would be a damn good storyline. I would like to see one team go completely undefeated until the very end
Oh crap! It's the Perfusia.
with the cheer.
Bro, I'm casting. My cat's meowing at me.
That's what cats do. So, all right, we're at 1-on-1. We're waiting for them to create a new lobby and get everything together. I know both teams are probably talking about what they want to change and do, picking which
Actually,
sides, if they want to keep
Oh man,
sides,
this
if they
is
want to
good.
change. But yeah, this is what we're here for. And thank you, Riot, for letting us stream that game. Um, it's much more enjoyable experience for everyone when we get to do it from start to finish.
Right. It's you're not sitting there trying to figure out whether or not like if that pause happens, like do we just kind of just give up on it, or are we gonna finagle with it again just to see? Because it was really funny that we were actually far behind in that. It was when that 20-minute pause happened, they were 35 minutes already into the game.
Wow. Yeah, it's wild.
So here's to another good one.
Oh, we trust me. This is about to be a damn another good one. We're good to go. Alrighty, we getting draft screens ready.
Post your guys' link in my chat.
Oh wow, I didn't realize viewer count just jumped.
Yeah, we probably have some other games across the league finishing. Some Some other games only went to 2, but yeah, we're getting ready to go into game number 3. It is obviously 1-1 apiece with FF15 picking up game 1 and Kraken Slayers coming back in game 2.
I love Game 3 series. They're always so much fun.
Yeah, because then there's so much more tension and like it's like who's gonna win, who's gonna go all out, like you know.
Right now, eagerly awaiting the results.
Who's gonna pick what side? You want to know what's kind of crazy? I think Kraken Slayers is more red dominant. I feel like on red side they did really, really well.
Actually, I think you're right because generally their game 2s, I feel like they always went to red side.
Exactly. And now they're back on blue.
So I guess maybe it's actually really funny because you generally see that there's some there's like players who generally say like, oh, I prefer blue side, I prefer red side, but like it's interesting to see how I'm noticing a lot more of like what I feel like might be our stronger teams in the league favor red side more.
Yeah, I also posted your guys' link on my stream so you guys can get more traction.
Here we go. Thank you.
Cuddly, Critter would like his roses, please.
Told
Hey,
y'all
you
some
proved me wrong. You
and
proved me
it-
wrong. So
I respect it. I completely respect it. It's you're like I honestly had no faith in the smolder, and that's only due to like how every time I talk to anybody about that champion, they're like, "Oh, it's
terrible
gutted. It's
pick.
not any good anymore. It's like guys, you got to understand that sometimes like the champion in the kit is a part of it, yes, but who also is piloting it does makes a difference. And as we can see, the game itself, even as back and forth as it was in the very beginning, it very much clearly was going to the side of Kraken Slayers just off of the macro alone too. So you got to give them credit where credit is due. Individual play plus the macro play led to that victory.
So what do you guys think about like them removing like the Doran's ring and Doran's blade? They're actually fusing it with the support item that everybody grabs. So it's gonna be like more
Why is this the
um
first I'm hearing about this?
like a doubles like a the support item that you have to like
Yeah, the World's
get gold
Atlas.
with. Yeah. So I think they're gonna make the starter item based off of what carry you play. So if you're like a um say you're like an 80
AD.
carry, you go blood song. Or if you're a mage, you go the blue, and then if you're tank, you go the tank item.
Thank you for giving me that update, Cuddly, because honestly, I'm this is the first I'm hearing about that, and now I'm gonna have to make sure I study up on it. But for right now, we gotta focus on the game because we have had the first phase of bans go right through. On Kraken Slayer side, we see Lilia, MF, and the Morgana band, and for FF, we see them ban Yone, Yasuo, and Urgot not wanting to give any strong top
Alright.
laners as well once again. And we see the first pick for Kraken Slayer is going to be that Maokai.
Yeah. They know Jelly's really good on that Maokai. He played very exceptionally well when he was on that Maokai the first game. So them taking that away is actually really good.
I don't blame them. It's just something that you just can't risk it getting through. Maokai was for like 2 seasons in this league like a top tier pick champion like consistently, and once again this looking like this season Maokai is still that picker band. Are we unbenching him? We're unbenching the Kenshin this game, baby.
FF15 is like, we're gonna stay undefeated whether you like it or not.
And that's probably going in the top lane, and I expect it to be on Smoothie, and that's gonna
Oh,
be so much
baby.
fun to watch.
I love Tom Kench.
I
Oh,
personally,
Amumu, okay. Amumu again. I mean, he did really good on Amumu. Okay, so it looks like they might be staying with the same stuff. They might do the split push comp again.
honestly, that's just how Kraken Slayers generally plays, is just split push, split push, split push.
Now, is Critter gonna play Smolder again? Is the question.
If he's feeling confident on it, he'll probably pick it up.
Because now he's going against Senna. Hey, yo!
Oh, we got the Yorick.
So that is Yorick top. That's
So Senna,
Tom
Tahm
Kench
Kench.
support.
Okay. Send a Tahm Kench with a Yorick top side. He's like, you guys need a raid. You guys had a raid boss. We're getting a raid boss.
I'm gonna smack you with a shovel.
Quite literally. It's really funny because right now Yorick like saved my butt in like 2 or 3 of the comps in TFT. So it's just really funny to see Yorick get picked up right here too.
Oh, there goes the Smolder. They're not allowing Critter to get it.
Oh yeah, no. Don't.
And Vladdy. Vladdy Daddy's going too.
I'm glad they learned from the first 2 games. Vlad was actually a really decent pick for both those first 2 games.
Vlad popped off last game.
At that point, you just can't allow it anymore. You have to just
It's
sit there and
like,
take
nope.
losses.
Nope. But there's like so many champs to choose from. I like to see like, I don't know if there's been any Cassiopeias or like Akalis or like just out of the ordinary picks that people wouldn't expect. Fiddlesticks jungle.
Ooh, I'm
Graves.
seeing the Zyra pickup.
Ooh, okay, they're speaking out of pocket.
Vintage decided, instead of going for the Zerath, they decided to go with the Zyra. Very interesting
I
lane
dig
pick
it.
here.
Double knockup with the Tom Kench Zyra.
Is that Vayne?
Oh my god.
We're getting a spicy game in this one, boys. I hope you're all
He
ready.
wants to go full execute on their team.
Buckle up, boys, because we're going for a ride. We got the Vayne.
And now we gotta wait for the mid laner. Oh, please be a good mid laner.
No Yasuo, no Yone. Probably be like an Ahri. Aurelion Soul? These comps
It's Dragon Daddy!
These comps are so very interesting. They said we can't pick the little small dragon, so we're gonna pick Dragon Daddy instead, and we get the Aurelion Soul on our side.
We're gonna pick Smolder's dad.
Now we're just missing a Shyvana.
Imagine.
I mean, they still could pick it here.
They need a jungle.
They do need a jungle. They could pick the Shyvana here, if they especially want a little bit more AP. That wouldn't be half bad.
An out of pocket one would be Brain Jungle.
Oh my god, please.
I'm just waiting for somebody in the league to play it. Like, it's so good. His clear is insane because they buffed it. His E just melts the jungle so quickly. And then level 3 Brand is just, oh, I'm going to make things explode in the jungle.
Oh, did draft freeze by chance for you guys? Or
Yeah, it did. Stuck at 17.
yeah, same here. Blitz, are you good or? Oh, there we go.
Oh,
And we get the Mordekaiser for the side of FF15 for that top side. I love it. I love it.
Oh boy. Yeah, you want a team fight? They
Wait,
said,
Jungle
nope.
Mord or Jungle? Yeah, Jungle Mord actually. Holy shit, yeah.
Yep. Old school. That's really old school.
I'm curious as to the Jungle Mordekaiser pick. And there were so many other open junglers, but I mean, hell, if it works.
Oh, it works. And Mort just sucks all around because he could just turn it into a 4v5 and then the rest of your team is screwed.
Yep, just pick the support, take them out, let everybody else just go, or just take out a carry. Like it's very easy for more
R
just to pick.
Vayne, and then the rest of the fight is screwed.
Yep, they kill everybody else. Vayne comes, even if Vayne manages to kill you in the ult, she comes out. It's a 4v1, and then she's like, shit.
Mm-hmm.
What did I just walk into? Commits on fire meme. This is okay.
Are you still in here, dude? Oh, he just meowed at me and walked away. Okay.
Gotta love cats, man. All right, so with that said, the draft has officially completed for both sides. As you guys can see, the champions are listed above, or listed right in front of you. To call them out by role, potentially, I'm going with Trundle top for Kraken Slayer. Trundle top lane, Amumu jungle, mid lane Aurelion Soul, ADC Vayne support Maokai, while FF15 is looking at York top lane, jungle Mordekaiser, mid lane Zyra support or AD carry Senna with the support Tom Kench.
This is going to be crazy.
These are both two very interesting comps, so I'm very curious to see how FF15 ends up playing it out. And that's solely because I haven't really gotten to see a whole lot of FF15 play, but also just I just know how Kraken Slayers play, and they're just it's like if they can't win with the overall team fight, they're gonna find another way.
Oh yeah.
And like
Did we
unless
freeze?
it's did we? Blitz?
What's the question?
Are we frozen or
We still see the draft.
Oh, weird.
it's like oh well
I tried to change it to a league for your guys' view. So sorry, we're still waiting on the guys to go into champ select in the actual game. There was a bug when they tried to go and do the bans, so they had to remake part of the lobby or redo the draft. So we're still getting into it.
Okay.
So I'm still sharing to everybody else though what the draft law was in terms of what we were picking and banning previously. Just now getting into the ban portion of the client. I can go ahead and share that. Um, Looks like it's still not streaming the correct thing to you guys, so I'll kill the stream and stream it again.
There we
there we
go.
go.
Loud noises. Love it.
So what are you guys thinking? A 24-minute banger or a 40-minute fiesta?
Oh, you
I'm
know this
thinking
is gonna
it's.
bleed into Monday.
I'm calling a 1 hour game right now.
Bro, are you trying to kill my voice? It was funny. I think the longest game we've had was like almost 70 minutes.
What?
I think we had a game that went over an hour at one point. I can't remember. I don't think it was I think it was one of the games that Pharaoh was in, but it literally took damn near an hour. If not, it took a full hour for that game to go through. It was
That's
crazy to
crazy.
cast that. It was definitely like it was bare minimum 50 minutes though. I remember because I was my voice was like dead by the end of it. And they had it was a
That
3-game
reminds me of
series
like
too.
that reminds me of like the longest uh LCK game. It was like I think like an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah,
It,
it
and the
was.
death
You're right.
and the death timers were like 70 seconds.
I didn't even know that was possible.
I
Lobby
was
diff.
like, "Whoa, like one team fight it's over."
unless they can double ace every time somehow.
Double KO.
Double KO, double ace, double ace.
Yeah,
double,
so it's
no.
it's unbench the Kench support, which Maokai is not gonna have fun into that.
Everybody, predictions have officially started. Get your channel points in on this one. Who's going to win? Will it be FF15? Will it be Kraken Slayers? We might want to get the overlay swap for the two sides there. As I believe Kraken Slayers is the side with the Trundle. Yep, and then FF15 is the side with the Yorick to start. So just so you guys don't get confused. I'm so ready.
Oh, this is gonna be a banger. Lot of like bloodbath potential.
That's what I'm
Oh.
expecting, is a lot of bloodbath potential.
I mean, my voice is already hurting, but it's okay.
Yeah,
I don't
you'll be
mind screaming some
fine.
more.
You'll be just fine.
Didn't really get to scream in game 1, but you know. Stuff happens. Stuff happens. So right now, Kraken Slayer has 9,000 points. FF15 has 20k.
And the votes are 6-3 currently.
Holy crap.
That's a lot of points for this game. Oh, man.
It's 33 to 67%. A lot of people want to make sure FF15 stays undefeated, apparently. Are they going to be the team that's the story arc of Season 4?
I would love to see it. I would
I would
absolutely
too,
love
to
to
be
see it.
honest. Just like I love watching Int play, because it's a lot of like underdog gameplay.
That's why we love them. It's always just fun to see, like, underdogs just be able to take out, like, wins and everything like that. Everyone loves a good underdog story.
Oh, now it's 50-50. We got a 50-50 again. Oh boy.
I love a good 50-50. All right. Let's get into this game. Let's actually cast this up and see if this really goes for the way we want it to go.
I'm thinking FF is gonna go for an invade. I feel like FF is gonna do the invade this time. And bully people.
I think they need to. I think if FF wants to win this one, they need to get themselves some kind of early on lead.
Yeah.
But the Senna was a big factor for them in their first go around, so they might be able to do it again with that same exact champion.
Yeah, hyper stack her and then get her into late game.
Shout out to Pharaoh coming in and ponying up 7k to try to even this out. As soon as I say that, somebody drops another 5k on FF15.
Man.
It was supposed to be 50-50, guys. Come on.
But you know what? I love you guys for that. You guys are trying to make this up. Like that's awesome.
I mean, like last game was pretty quiet, and then this game there's 46k on the line. There it is, another big spender out there. We just broke 50k on this game 3. This is what it's all about.
Damn.
We gotta just bet them points up, boys.
Woo!
Them rookie numbers. Gotta get them points
Some
up.
people are gonna be really happy after this game.
Some people are gonna be really happy, and some people are gonna be going to bed crying tonight. I know I'm probably gonna be going to bed crying tonight.
We got Bentage with 10K on his own team. Got 7.6K from Pharaoh on Kraken Slayers.
I
Ooh
put
boy.
5K down on Kraken Slayers.
I got 3 on Kraken Slayers. Just trying to get even on the
I,
night.
I only put 150 down.
That's true, Pharaoh. When you win them, you don't get to see them much. So you don't get to put much points unless you just throw it on, roll on the background. And Patty bet all 20 points that he had.
You know what? Nothing wrong with that.
Uh, don't know what's happening with the client. I guess I'm gonna try to restart the client here again. Sorry, everyone.
Give spectator a moment. He's catching up. He's just he's having a little trouble today. It's okay.
He's not warmed
Yeah,
up for these type of games.
that's too long. Oh, I think Riot too soon. All right, but Kraken Slayer actually pulling ahead with the 51% at the closing bell, 26.9K to the 25.5 with 11 to 6 votes. I'm really liking just the overall participation from everyone, so thank you very much. We've got 32 people on the stream, so it's roughly over half the viewers giving their votes. So it's awesome to see. Definitely want to encourage you to be part of a community. We know a lot of you are already part of our community. That being said, if you have if you want to drop a sub or use your Prime sub that's just sitting around not doing anything, please support our league. That goes into the pool at the end for the winning team to get custom prizes for their team. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember what last season's team got. I know some teams have gotten their team logo on mouse pads. We've got hats, beanies, mugs, all kinds of options.
I'll have to check that out.
My League of Legends says I'm spectating, but I'm still in the client. So my apologies to everyone. Don't know if this is me or Riot.
It might have
We
just
always
didn't
blame
fully
Riot.
close. Like sometimes if you don't, like if it doesn't fully close, you log in right away, it'll say you're still doing something.
Polteria is saying 2 wins and no prizes. You know, I feel like that has something to do with your team deciding what they wanted. I think that was part of it. Uh, and Bulgaria is part of our admin team, so he's also to blame if that is true. he's If he is a victim in this, he's also the culprit in this at the same time. Looks like they're now 7 minutes into the game, so this might be another one we have to end up doing the VOD on. Malco, is it something you can try to stream?
I'm going to attempt to check right now.
Might
Let's
be
see,
able to pivot
spectating.
here.
Yeah, where I can just stream it and then you just have to view my screen and we can just.
Yeah, do it a backwards way. I'm sorry, everyone. Uh,
You got the spectator. I believe in you.
yeah,
Believe
it just
in
tries to reconnect me every time, and it doesn't load. It's
Right
very
now, I'm just getting the
unfortunate.
spinning wheel of death.
And of course, there's no like notification or anything of that their game is down and collapsed.
I mean, somebody would just have to message one of us, I would think.
Well, I meant Riot, not
Oh, right.
not notice, not telling anyone that their thing's not working. Season 1, Hailstorm hasn't paid out. Saw him in person. He forgot the prize. Well, part of that is a you problem. You gotta come back. You gotta come back when I move. Gonna come back, and then we'll go chase Hailstorm down, and we'll go get it. And it's very anticlimactic. I'm gonna go force quit League of Legends.
Yeah, I'm not
because-
getting into it. I've been.
Oh, Malco is either his computer crashed because of this,
We just
or
lost
he
Malco.
he left.
Maybe his internet.
Mine finally, there he is. Mine finally kicked me out to the menu. Let's try to spectate this again.
Yeah, I'm just getting a black screen. It's not even loading the characters.
Yeah, it just straight up black screen, wheel of death, and then it finally just quit everything for some reason on my computer.
Excellent. Well, if it forces me to quit everything here, we will lose the cast. But we'll definitely try to keep you guys entertained in the meantime.
As we eagerly await for this game to actually be broadcasted, so I'm not sure what else really to say. It's absolutely insane.
All right. I mean, I'll throw it over to a pause for a little bit here, and we'll see if we can get up and running. Otherwise, this is going to be very sad. All right. Catch you guys on the other side of
Alright.
this pause.
Catch you in a bit.
Sailing across the mighty rivers, rowing a row to the beat drums, heading amongst the raiding seas. On time we approach the gates of O's, ready and gather all our strength. The night has come of soaring rain. For the honor have no fear. We shall ascend this night of war. Ready and gather all our strength. The night has come of soaring rain. For the honor have no fear. We shall ascend this night of war. In the whispers of our feet, and our honor be foretold. Warriors of the northern land, madness forged into our shields be shattered, arms of steel, bloody axes fly with fury, raging thunder shake the sky. Wrath of battle stains our mind. Rage of vengeful kings of war. Feel his sons and daughters fall. Sailing across the mighty rivers, rowing a row to the beat of drums, heading amongst the raiding seas. On time we approach the gates of O's, ready and gather all our strength. The night has come of soaring rain. For the honor have no fear. We shall ascend this night of war. For the honor have no fear. We shall this night of war, and the whispers of our fate, and our honor be foretold. Warriors of the northern lands, madness forged into our heart. Shields be shattered, arms of steel, bloody axes fly with fury. Raging thunder shake the sky. Wrath of battle stains our mind. Rage of vengeful kings of war. Feel his sons and daughters fall.
Auto insurance all seems the same.
We will march into the night. Let the fear sink in their eyes. We will roar our battle cries. The oath we shall carry strong. Rally up the souls and shields. Fight into the bloodiest fields. For the honor high decree. The heavens is on our side. We will march into the night. Let the fear sink in their eyes. We will roar our battle cries. The oath we shall carry strong. Rally up the souls and shields. Fight into the bloodiest fields. For the honor high decree. The heavens is on our side. We will march into the night. Whoa. Let the fear sink in their eyes. Whoa. We will roar our battle cries. The oath we shall carry strong. Rally up the souls and shields. Whoa. Fight into the bloodiest fields. Whoa. For the honor high decree. The heavens is on our side. Welcome to this mighty place, where all have come to claim victory. Welcome to this glorious night, where all have come to celebrate our King. Everybody dance, everybody sings, everybody dance, everybody sings, everybody dance,
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I think that's going to be all she wrote this evening. I will award points when I find out what has happened. and then we will still work to get these games streamed this week. So we'll recap
Really apologize,
game
everyone.
1, and we will also get game 3 streamed properly, as long as Riot allows us to download those files. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Unfortunately, these things happen.
So, any final thoughts from you, Malco?
Right now, all I gotta say is best of luck to both teams. Whoever comes out the victor, let's see if FF15 can either continue their undefeated streak or is this league gonna get shaken up after tonight's games. Aside from that, Cuddly, you got anything else you want to say?
I just want to say, hope both teams have fun and the players have fun, and yeah, let's see who wins out of the two in their
There it is.
final game.
Sure, something great's gonna happen.
Yep, I hope it's a really good game. I hope it goes a long time, and hopefully we'll be able to cast a banger tomorrow for their silver scrapes. But all
For
right,
sure, you'll be able to.
so that's going to be it for tonight. We will work to get these games streamed and other games streamed from across the league during this week. We'll get the seer out on Friday or Saturday, as always our goal. Remember, if you're part of our league already, go ahead and vote for the game that you want to see live streamed next week and hope for better luck with our client. Um, Remember to also do your predictions. Those are in. Again, we try to get those to close before we do the seer. So please make sure if you want to participate there, get those in. We do have the recap during this year. We do have tracking now to see who's our leader. We can tell you like where you are percentage-wise of how good you are at picking these outcomes. So we're working on getting a lot of tools for the league. If you have any suggestions, join our league. We have a support section. You can go ahead and put in suggestions there. I don't really have anything else, I think. But next week, we're planning to live stream again at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Malco, Cuddly, final word?
Got nothing else to say aside from guys, thank you for casting with us. Thank you everybody for being patient with us through all the technical difficulties. And if anything, it was a pleasure casting with everybody, but we're out of here.
Yep, that's pretty much it. He said it the best. So you know, uh, stuff happens, guys. It's more a client issue than a technical issue on our side. Um, but hopefully in the future, Riot can fix that issue and we can have more banger games and not run into these technical difficulties like we are now.
All right. Well, have a great rest of your night, everybody.